Hi, I'm Don Simmons, and I'd like to talk about trading in souls. There's a haunting phrase in Scripture that describes the fall of Babylon, the symbol of humanity's most corrupt economic systems. Revelation 18 lists the luxury goods of that empire: gold, silver, fine linen, and spices. Then comes the final line, and slaves, that is, human souls. Revelation 8:13, English Standard Version. The single phrase exposes the darkest side of commerce, when profit outweighs personhood and the image of God becomes just another line item in a ledger. Babylon fell not just for greed, but for trafficking in what God calls sacred human life. Sadly, trading in souls didn't end in the ancient world. It continues today, not always with chains, but through debt, exploitation, and invisible bondage. One of the most heartbreaking examples is the brick kiln industry, where modern day slavery still traps entire families, including women and children, in bonded labor. Impoverished workers take small cash advances, called peshkis, often for a medical emergency or a wedding, but those debts are designed never to be repaid. Owners falsify records, inflate interest, and pass the debt from parents to children. Many are born into bondage, spending their entire lives in scorching heat, molding bricks by hand for 12 to 16 hours a day, without wages, without rights, and without hope. The conditions are brutal. Temperatures exceed 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Children as young as 5 breathe toxic dust. Many of the enslaved are Christians or religious minorities facing added discrimination and abuse. Families are threatened, daughters are sold, women are assaulted, all to keep the cycle unbroken. When Revelation speaks of Babylon's merchants weeping at the fall of their markets, it reminds us that economics without ethics always ends in mourning. These brick kilns aren't just a social injustice, they're a spiritual one. And yet the gospel gives us a different model, an economy of redemption. Isaiah 58 calls God's people to loose the chains of injustice, set the oppressed free, and break every yoke. Isaiah 58, verse 6. Steward investors have the privilege of doing just that, to reimagine capital as a tool for freedom, not oppression. Recently, we facilitated a kingdom investment into a pilot project designed to create a viable economic alternative for families in bondage, using technology to produce clean, energy-efficient bricks through employment that pays fair wages and provides debt-free ownership opportunities. It's small, but it's sacred. Every job created is a soul reclaimed from Babylon's market. We believe this is what faithful stewardship looks like in the modern world. Not retreating from the marketplace, but redeeming it. The prophet Ezekiel condemned the ancient city of Tyre for a similar sin. Javan, Tubal, and Meshach traded human beings and articles of bronze for your merchandise. Ezekiel 27:13. And the prophet Joel cried out, "They cast lots for my people, traded boys for prostitutes, and sold girls for wine." Joel 3:3. God's anger in those verses isn't about economics, it's about desecration. When the market devours people, it defiles its creator. But when capital restores dignity, it becomes worship. In every age, the choice remains the same: Babylon or the New Jerusalem. One trades in souls, the other invests in redemption. The world still trades in souls, but a steward investor redeems the trade, transforming capital into compassion and profit into people's nourishing. Or as Jesus said, "What good is it for someone to gain the whole world yet forfeit their soul. Mark 8:36. Let's make sure our portfolios never forget the difference. If you like this video, pass it on to a friend.